Anita Gupta here. Today we are going to start the second chapter of geography, that is inside our earth. Okay, yes, you might have seen that our earth is a dynamic planet. Dynamic means it keeps on changing. There are many changes taking place on this earth, inside as well as outside. Okay, when we talk about the interior of the earth means inside the earth. It is just like an onion. You might have seen that there are different layers of peels in the onion, concentric layers. Okay, similarly in our earth also there are many concentric layers. These layers are classified into three categories. First is crust, second mantle, and third is core. Crust is the topmost layer, that is a part of lithosphere, okay, on which we live. Below this layer is mantle and inside is the core. Okay, when we talk about crust, it is the uppermost layer over the earth's surface, and second, it is the thinnest of all the layers, means its width is very less. Do you know that it forms only 0.5% of the volume of the earth? 16% is formed by the mantle and 83% is formed by the core. Okay, now it's clear from the picture that the crust is divided into two categories. Okay, the first crust below the oceans and the second the crust below the continents. See, the oceanic crust means the crust below the ocean consists of two things, silica and magnesium. In short form we call it as SiMa, Si for silica and Ma for magnesium. And when we talk about the crust below the continents, then it is made up of two different elements, silica and aluminium. Si for silica and Al for alumina. Okay. Now we will discuss the second layer of the earth, that is mantle. Mantle extends up to a depth of 2,900 kilometers below the crust. You understand that the topmost layer is crust, below this is mantle. Okay, and its width is 2,900 kilometers. Now the third layer, or below the mantle we find the third layer, that is core. Its inner radius is about 3,500 kilometers. It is formed of two metals, nickel and iron. Therefore, it is also known as NiFe, knife. That is Ni for nickel and Fe for ferrous. Ferrous is iron. The main thing about this core is that the temperature as well as pressure both are very high inside this core. Now, the deepest mine in the world is in South Africa. It is about 4 kilometers deep. In search of the oil, engineers have dug a hole about 6 kilometers deep. Okay, means we are able to reach only 6 kilometers deep inside the core. If we want to reach deep inside the core of the ocean floor, then we have to cover a distance of 6,000 kilometers, which is almost impossible. Now, we will discuss about the rocks and minerals. The earth crust is made up of different types of rocks. You might have seen the rocks. What is a rock? It's a mass of mineral matter that makes the earth crust. Okay, rock can be of different size, different color and different texture also. We mainly classify rocks into three categories: igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. Now first we will discuss igneous rock. The word igneous has been derived from the Latin word ignis, which means fire. Second, sedimentary. Sedimentary word is derived from the Latin word sedimentum, which means to settle down. And the third word metamorphic has been derived from the Greek word metamorphos, which means change of form. Now we will discuss in detail about the igneous rocks. Okay, when the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. You might have heard about the lava magma. Okay, and when this magma cools, then it becomes solid and it forms igneous rocks. Therefore, these rocks are also known as primary rocks. Igneous rocks are classified into two categories. First is intrusive igneous rocks and second is extrusive igneous rocks. Now, extrusive igneous rock, when the lava coming out from the interior of the earth, it comes on the earth and earth surface and cool down on the earth surface. The rock formed by this process is known as extrusive igneous rock. Have you understood? Means when the lava cool down on the earth surface, then it is known as rock formed by this is known as extrusive igneous rocks. Examples are basalt. These basalt rocks are found in the Deccan Plateau region. Second is intrusive igneous rocks. When this molten lava or magma, it cool downs inside the earth crust only. Okay, it does not come out on the earth surface. Inside earth's crust only it cools down. Then the rock formed by this process is known as intrusive igneous rocks. Okay, and granite is the example of such rock. You can see from the picture, it's clear. On the surface of the earth we find extrusive igneous rock, and inside the surface of the earth we find intrusive igneous rocks. Now, sediments and sedimentary rocks. Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into some fragments. These smaller particles are known as sediments. It means the smaller particles, broken down pieces of the rocks are known as sediments, and these sediments are transported by different means like wind, water, etc. And these types of rocks are known as, when they compress and harden, they form layer of rocks, and these are known as sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone. Now, some important facts. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Understood? Means there are basically three rocks. First is igneous, second is sedimentary. When these two rocks are changed due to high pressure and temperature, then they form metamorphic rocks, like clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Now, uses of rocks. Okay. These rocks are used for making roads, houses and buildings. These are also used for playing games. You might have played games like Pitu, Stapu, etc. And these rocks are also used for making monuments like Red Fort, Taj Mahal, etc. Now we will discuss about rock cycle. Rock cycle, the process of transformation of rock from one to another under certain condition is in a cyclic manner is known as the rock cycle. Understood? You can understand this with the help of diagram. See in diagram, first magma is there, then it forms igneous rock, then it gets broken down and forms sediment and then sedimentary rock, and when the sedimentary rock undergoes higher pressure and temperature conditions, it forms metamorphic rocks. Okay, yes, this is more detailed diagram. You can see and understand. Now there are again some important facts. Rocks are made up of different minerals, means we can find different types of metals and non-metals in this. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical property and definite chemical composition like gold, iron, etc. Okay.